Hi, good morning. It's Jeff Waite here at stockideas.org, and today I just want to talk about what makes a good operating margin. So I'm going to set up a stock screen here at finviz.com, and you can follow along for yourself. Now, if you want to get started, just go to finviz.com and click on the screener. And under the fundamental tab here, you can see operating margin. Now, operating margin is basically just a measurement of how much money the company has left after paying its expenses from operations. So positive operating expense is just saying that we're making money from our day-to-day operations. And that's a great thing, and that's what all companies should be doing. Now, people ask, what's a good operating margin? And the short answer is that really depends. Across sectors, across industries, this is going to vary. So what I like to do is definitely, to ensure we're doing an apples to apples comparison, it makes sense to look at operating margin across industry specifically. So you can use the sector and industry fields within FinViz to drill down here. So like if we go to technology and we look at semiconductor equipment, we can look at the operating margin of those companies. The default tab in FinViz will be this overview, and if you click on financial here, you can see there's 35% is the highest operating margin here, and the low end, there's 6.6%. So you can see there's quite a bit of variability here. This is 5 times the operating margin of this guy. So, within the semiconductor equipment and materials space, we're seeing a good operating margin is above 15, above 20%. Now, on the other hand, if we change our sector, if we go to services, let's say, and we go to department stores, we're going to see something entirely different. You can see that the department store business is quite lower margin than operating margin than we saw in the semiconductor space. Here, the highest operating margin company, TJ Maxx, or even Macy's, these are 2 or 3 times lower than what we saw in the semiconductor space. So when you're looking at operating margin, FinViz makes it very easy to do. It's really simple to sort results by operating margin across any industry, across any sector. But I just do encourage you, if you're looking at a specific space or considering a specific investment, make sure that you look at operating margin in the context of the industry, in the context of the peer group companies that we're seeing. Of course, you can always add other factors, whether it's price to earnings, price to book. You may be paying, chances are you'll probably pay more for earnings or asset on these high margin companies than you will on these ones that are just barely scraping by. Of course, you can also use technical indicators as well. So if you want to find, companies with positive operating margins that are trending up, that's another way to do it. And as well, FinViz always has these charts that make it very easy to visualize results. So in here you can see, Kohl's looks pretty good. It's a relatively high margin department store, which is a low margin business relative to the semiconductor space we looked at and some other industries. But you can see it's in a positive uptrend. It's showing positive operating results and, has a strong operating margin. So this definitely can give you an idea of operating margin. Again, you just have to click on the financial tab here to sort by operating margin, and you use the descriptive tab to find any industry that you want, or any sector in any industry that you want, and then compare operating margins across different spaces. So just make sure that you're having this apples to apples comparison so that you get a clear picture of how things are looking within that specific industry. I hope this has helped you understand, what a good operating margin is and how you can use it to inform your investment decisions. For more ideas and analysis, check out stockideas.org or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks very much for watching.